Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa and I'd like to welcome you each on another adventure. Tonight is the Memphis Herb Society October meeting and I will be talking along with Reni, my dear friend. We'll be talking about the glorious goldenrod. I'm going to show you my table here in a minute, and then we're going to get busy talking about goldenrod. I look forward to seeing you here in just a little bit. Here are my tinctures.
And when Tracy and I went looking for a bin of stuff in the area behind the Goldsmith room, it appeared that they were setting up for
Some of the fresh elderberry syrup,
yes.
my salves,
So yeah, there's a lot going on.
my herbal salts.
You know, yeah, it did not look like they were setting up for a future event. It looked like they were setting up for something. Well, you know, they had flowers on the table and all that either.
Yeah, when I was walking up, I was walking in front of it and whatnot. If you want it to be posted on Facebook, I need to have a picture either emailed to me or texted. So all my information is on that sheet there. We're gonna have a program about herbal brews. It's gonna mostly be tasting, because we want everybody bidding. The only other thing I have is we still need some hospitality committee chair people and the monthly food, and we've got a sign-up sheet on the back, or you can email me, and I'll add you to the list. We'd like to have help every month. We've got a full program for next year, so we're gonna need some help. I know, right? Anybody have anything to add before I let Miss Reni get started? And Miss Teresa?
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Teresa's gonna carry them all.
Yes. You ladies go right ahead.
All right. Well, we sure want to welcome everyone, and I have a handout to start out with. And on the very back is this disclaimer. That it's really your own responsibility to do your research. We don't know what you're allergic to. We don't know what foods you're allergic to. Medications, plants, vegetables. So it's up to you to do your research and figure out what works for you. And sometimes an herb will work, and sometimes it won't work. There are about 600 plus cultivars all over the world, and it has been used by the First Nations, and by the Chinese for a long, long time. It's considered an equalizer of your whole body. So if something's kind of out, often goldenrod would be used. So it has 7 times more antioxidants than green tea. And on one of the places I researched, it has quercetin in it, which is being used for COVID. So those are just some things to think about and consider as you do your own research.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Memphis Herb Society October meeting. My name is Teresa. I'm going to add to a lot of what she said. This is Arabic's prom. When you dry your goldenrod, you know how beautiful and golden it is? This is what it's going to look like. No matter what you do, this is fine. It's going to go poof. It's still good. See, it's still beautiful in the dome. Still medicinal. If you dehydrate it or hang it, it's still going to go poof. Not only is this plant very misunderstood, and many lies are out there on the web. Stay away from RX, medical websites. Go to herbal websites because you don't know who's paying who to say what. But you can go to an herbal website to get the truth. Everybody warns everybody. This is what everybody's allergic to. This is what makes you sneeze, cough, choke in the fall. No, not this. Ragweed does. Goldenrod and ragweed bloom at the same time because this is the cure for ragweed. Ragweed is what makes you sick. Not only is it amazing, but when you go to harvest, please harvest responsible because this is the last push for your bees to gather nectar and pollen to make the honey so they can survive the winter. So harvest responsibly, harvest a little here, a little over there, save some for them. Now, not only is it wonderful for sinuses, it'll cure sinusitis. It will cure anything in your lungs, cold, flu. When your sinus drain, it will take care of that. Now, only thing is, be careful how much you drink. I'd say about 3 cups a day, no more, because it can dry your sinuses out too much, and that can reverse it and cause other problems. Now, if you drink 3 cups a day, remember this beautiful baby is a diuretic, and yeah, that will be your friend. But not only is it a diuretic, it cleanses your kidneys, your bladder. It can also dissolve kidney stones as well. So much wonderful medicinal benefits. Now, when it's made into a salve for like diabetics who have old wounds that will not completely cure, this will do it. It also is pain reliever, inflammation reliever. You can substitute goldenrod for arnica. It will heal bruises so much, and that's as a salve. Not only can it be made dried, made into a tea. I forgot to bring mine. I'm glad Reni did. Make it into an oil, and you can also make it into a tincture. It's an amazing plant. And also when it's fresh and in its full beauty, I chop it up, add it into my cornbread, and make whole cakes with it, which is nothing but fried cornbread. No sugar, y'all. No sugar now. That's not southern. But it is one amazing, not only culinary, but medicinal plant, and it's so misunderstood, like so many other herbs. A lot of stuff has been told to people to get you to not harvest your own medicine, to heal thyself. These plants are put on this earth for a reason, and there's a lot of scare tactics out there. But like I said, and like Reni said, do your due diligence, research, but go to herbal websites. But just be careful. See how much it contradicts, and those that stay pretty much the same. Now there's a lot of herbal websites also that repeat other websites. But yeah, don't go to any medicinal, RX, WebMD, any of that, because, you know, they don't want you to use this. They don't. All right, you want to talk about the tea?
Okay. So, can I ask you a question? Do you, where's the best place to grow goldenrod, and what's the best way to dry it?
Either you could, if you got a good dry spot that doesn't have much humidity, you could hang it like they used to back in the day. This, I dried in the dehydrator. Either way, it's going to poop. So do not panic. I have had a lot of people on my YouTube channel panic because their goldenrod poops. It's okay. It's supposed to poop. But full sun. All of mine is organically grown, and it's, don't think, sometimes the seeds in here will germinate, but it's more of a rhizome. It runs by the roots. Now, it's not going to take over like kudzu, but you look for it in the spring and you try to keep any other invasive weeds from shadowing it out, like vines or anything like that. You can harvest it in the wild, away from the roads. And this year was a really, really good year for goldenrod. It bloomed everywhere. And like she said, there's so many species of goldenrod. What a lot of people don't know, it has 2 special chromosomes in it, which can make its own variety. That's why we keep finding new and more varieties, because they can change and then cross-pollinate. And not only do the bees love it, our native pollinators love it, spiders. So that's another thing that's going to warn everybody. After you harvest it, now you won't be able to harvest it till next late August, September. Climate's changing, so poor plants are mixed up too. After harvesting it, lay it on a table. Spiders, and I'm not talking about poisonous ones, little bitty like jumping spiders love this plant. If you lay it out, they will hop on their little merry way. Or sometimes you have to shake it and go home now, go back home. But I do this outside so that, as many of them can escape and go free back to the wilderness. But it is one amazing, beautiful plant, and they were huge blooms this year, which I don't know how they done it, just like elderberries. We were in a drought, massive heat wave. They should not have bloomed as wonderful as they have, and they did. And I know it's for a reason. We need as much of this put back as possible. Now, you can, granted, this is still okay. It's dried naturally. I wouldn't harvest it after rain when it's wet, but let it dry, blow in the wind. This is still usable for teas and oils if you need to, and it's wonderful. It's still usable. Just like I said, lay it down, let the little spiders go free. But it's a massive pollinator, medicinal, culinary plant that needs to be used more.
Okay. So I don't grow it in my backyard because it would take over. The rhizomes are really super. So what I do is I look at some of the nature areas around my house, which is the Greenway, Shelby Farms, down by the river where they don't spray. And I just go, and I go several times. I started in August, September, October. This was the beginning of this week. This was August. And if you see, mine are a little different from August in that I looked for the closed flowers, the new flowers. And it's mostly yellow. But by the time September came, October, they got puffy back. Okay? It was getting to the end of the season. So while she's making salve, we can be making tea for you to take home. And the process is really easy. You take one of these deals and you strip the leaves and some of the blooms. And you see this is a sieve. So you're just going to push it through. And then you have a bag and you take it home and you give it a try. But you may not like it, so we thought we'd bring some tea. And it's at that end. So there's honey from my beehive and lemon. So you can mix up whatever you think is a palatable drink for you and see if you like it. All right? Any questions?
And the tea is made per your
It's
guidelines
just,
in the
yeah,
handout.
but you know, if it's too strong for you, you might change it. Or if the taste isn't quite what you like, I was thinking I'd put in some lemon verbena maybe, why not? That seems like a good combination. But
Or a
that's
little
such
bit of elderberry syrup, you get a double whammy.
what your body tolerates, what your taste buds like. And really, probably one of the first things you know if it's agreeable or not for you is when you put it in your mouth and you immediately kind of know this isn't working for me or it does. I mean, that's how mankind figured out what was edible and what was not edible, right? So we can do that.
And nothing on your honey. When you go to Sweden to use honey, always make sure that your honey comes from a 50-mile radius of your home. That way, also another way to build up, if you have seasonal allergies or anything, it's another way to build up immunity to those seasonal allergies. Tablespoon of honey a day helps you get well. I'm going to go on and start the salve.
Okay.
We got the tea brewing. Now, see this beautiful, beautiful dark olive oil. I do not use extra virgin. I don't need all that fancy. And plus, do not use extra virgin because it goes rancid faster. Straight, regular olive oil is fine. Use a good one. This is 4 cups, and this is Goldenrod oil made from this year. You see how dark it is. You'll see it even better when I pour it in.
So that's a combination of leaves and
Leaves and flowers.
Yeah.
But I used green goldenrod when it was fresh, beautiful, and just surprised to be. But you can also use the dry as well. You're just going to have to, when you go to strain it, I use, and it's the best thing they've invented so far, it's the filterless coffee filters. Strain your oils through that. Now, of course, there might be a miracle of a little particle of plant material. Don't panic. It's fine. It's fine. And now here's another thing I use. I don't use the whole capsule. I use the vitamin C in the capsule. And this is 1,000 IUs of vitamin E. Not only is it good for your skin and for your wounds and bruises that you'll be using the goldenrod oil for, this is a preservative, a natural preservative. Alright, we're going to open it. Now this is a double boiler. I have my water on the inside. And I know this is full, because I got it. Now, I know this looks like a whole lot, y'all. This is going to be a quadruple batch. You can make the single batch recipe that's on there, which is 1 cup of goldenrod oil, not essential oil, but infused. There's a difference. You're infusing the oil with the actual plant material. It's going to be 1 cup of the oil, 1 ounce of the beeswax, and 1 of the vitamin E capsules. I'm quadrupling the recipe. Now, if you want to make more, as long as you follow the 1 cup of oil, 1 cup of beeswax, and just keep multiplying that, it'll be fine. If you want to make 10 batches of it all at once, you'll better have plenty of 10, but it will still be fine. As long as you follow that ratio.
Is it sticky?
Huh?
Is it sticky?
let me stick
Is it sticky? Yes.
Let me carry it around.
I'm not going to be able to do this great yet. Sorry, y'all, but can you see how dark it is? The olive oil I used was light yellow. You can see the difference. Now, don't worry if you're using really dark oil and if your salve turns out lighter than what your oil looks, your beeswax will lighten it up. And another hint, please, if you're going to order beeswax offline, do not buy yellow beeswax. It's been bleached. Your beeswax should always be yellow. If anything else, get a hold of it's an apiary, if I remember right, beekeepers, local beekeepers, see if they have beeswax to sell. They usually always do.
Does local beeswax provide similar, you mentioned getting local.
Yeah, because it'll have some of the pollen in it too, yes. Gotta get a napkin. But yes, it will have the pollen in it, which will also have the antibodies to build up your immune system. Now, of course, let's say this. If you're allergic to bees, please don't make this. Because, you know, it's beeswax. Just don't do it. I've known people who done it, and I'm like, yeah. And all you're going to do is put your oil in a little more gracefully than me. And put your beeswax in. And all you're going to do is gently, don't try to make frosting or nothing. Just gently stir it until.
Invite everybody up here. Yeah. You wanna look into the pot. And when you see what's in the pot, if you wanna make some tea.
Don't get burnt. See how dark that is? And what you're gonna do, what you're aiming for is every bit of your beeswax to become melted and gelled in with the oil. It does. I love goldenrod. Wait till you smell the tea. It'll be different too.
Yes.
Yes, this is lemon juice.
Okay.
And local.
Big Joe novel.
And I'm gonna ask you to hold this
I think it's all that extra.
the plant material comes out so that.
But yeah, your extra virgin will go rancid if you really with that. You might have 4-month shelf life on extra virgin.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Now, of course, the vitamin E will extend it a little bit. Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't wanna burn. Maybe that's a thought.
It was
I don't know, depends if you like it or not.
Of course, if you got coffee,
All right, you can always come back, right?
If you love it, I'll let you know.
I think it's good, I like it. I mean, it tastes like an herbal tea. The honey is a nice, what I like about it. Lemon peel would probably be good. I didn't put any lemon in this, but I think what that is, just lemon juice. In the bottle, yes, and then the bear has the honey in it, so the lemon juice.
No, I don't want any lemon juice. So also consider.
I like my water and tea without lemon.
We were down on the Gulf Coast for a wedding weekend before last, and I saw so much goldenrod along the streets and the roads. I kept commenting on it to my husband. I was like, I wish you could just go out and cut some because it was so pretty. They were yellow, so pretty. No, we were in a hurry. I know I should have gone out there. But I was kind of hesitant about, cutting it and then the long drive home. And when Teresa talked about the jumping spiders, it occurred to me that was probably a good move on our part. You don't want to be driving for 5.5 hours with jumping spiders in the car.
Alright, y'all, I got one more thing to show y'all.
This is probably the easiest bird to have.
Just strip it off.
Nature grows.
Okay.
Strip it off into a bowl, rub it. Basically this, is the same thing as this, but I just put it in the dehydrator. Leaves for yeah.
And just to get it on table, so I won't put it in.
No matter how you go dry, it's like. Most people want the yellow, yellow. There's a little bit of yellow in here, not all of the club. This is just. Do it like that, or what I do is I pull it into a bowl and I just rub it.
And do you use that, is that what you make your tea out of?
That's what the tea's made out of.
So I guess if they use this for plant dye, they have to do it right away after that.
They have to use it when it's fresh.
So is it too late?
You can use this. Don't stick it, don't burn it wet.
But you can use that too.
You can.
Quite profuse.
It's gonna have to use, you want,
Because that's where there's nature,
and
there's where you
leaves and
leave the canoe,
and
okay,
dry
to
flowers.
go down the
Now,
river.
I prefer green plants.
Anywhere.
Always push for green
Okay.
grass.
Look
Because
at
they
that.
don't do any spraying, right?
Always just start looking around the nature areas. And you'll just see it everywhere.
You're right. That's what she's saying. It might be subdivision. She's not saying it's.
That will have a more floral.
Yeah. Just in case. Oh, the cup can tip, but you can't hurt it.
Come on now, a little extra, extra. A little extra memory.
He's in that.
Extra memory.
No, he doesn't have a
Mostly flowers.
There you go.
Oh, it's gonna work, yeah.
Do we set it down?
I do.
Do you want me to try this?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you get burned,
No, I won't.
and
We have a remedy.
Yes, but save the remedy.
Yeah.
We really need it, not when we're.
Thank you, Reni.
You're welcome.
And so when my person came down here for a goldenrod later, and they told me this one
Now, ragweed kind of, when ragweed blooms,
It's up to you.
Now that all the beeswax is melted in the wind, we're going to use the vitamin capsule. Do a little nip.
I think everybody has some. It's just a question if you like it.
That's another thing I forgot to tell you. Not only is it good for cleansing your kidneys and your bladder, also work for UTIs, also,
It's a mouthwash.
mouthwash, also for women, sorry guys. If you have, yeast
Yes,
infection,
pure lemon juice.
you can brew a
From the
tea with it, of course, strain it very well.
From Sicily.
Don't use no soap or anything, but you can wash with the goldenrod tea and it will cure, yeast infection. Oh, I can keep going, I'm trying to
But that's
remember
this year's
everything.
comes from August.
There's just so much, so wonderful.
What's
See,
your
you
favorite?
just make a little nip in the gel cap. I don't use the gel cap because a lot of times that's soy.
What is your favorite, reference book for herbs?
Honestly, don't have one. A lot of my training, my grandmother started me out. A lot of my training is hands-on. I research here, I research there, I read. I don't really like reading research studies and everything, but I can glean information off of that. I know the difference between when they're telling a crock and the truth.
Okay.
Reference books,
Can I tell you one?
trying to think.
The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies.
Yep, that
It's
one's pretty good.
fantastic.
And for this, I looked at, of course, Teresa's website. You have looked at that. It's really worth a visit. And then I used Rodale. And, because that's pretty standard. And right now, there are many, many things out there about goldenrod, because it's the harvest time for that. Mm-hmm.
But like I said, just be careful, there's a lot of people that will say something to scare you away from being able to heal yourself. There's a lot of scare tactics out there.
So what do you think about the tea?
Good, it's very, very good.
All right, it's free, it grows abundantly, and it's healthy. What else do we need to know?
You know what I didn't think about?
And and some people have also used the leaves, they'll throw that in to soups and stews.
I'm fixing to grab napkins, that's my first thought.
Just like you would do spin placemats.
No, so if we wanted to look at Teresa more, we just go to this YouTube information at the bottom.
You can, that would be Teresa's
And then-
website.
Okay,
And she has many different things that she talks
Yeah, I
about.
have a YouTube channel. I teach people wild foraging. I teach them, I grow organically. Everything that comes out of my yard is organic. I forage so deep in the woods it has no other choice but to be organic. Because I believe in organic. Now,
Want me to, and if you would take the cups off?
yeah, just got to pull them off. So that's why I sat there and untwisted them all. Alright.
And I'm definitely gonna stay out of the way of the hot oil, which is worse than hot water.
Yeah, when you use it, you don't have to have anything fancy like that. You use 2 pots. Just make sure the water don't get in it, because water will cause it to go rancid.
It's a beautiful green color, beautiful.
Practically speaking, how long will this last? Like,
Stored correctly. Now, the salves, once made up like this, stored correctly, 2, 3, 4 years, it depends
wow.
Because it has a
how
vitamin.
often you use it.
gotcha. So it's not bound by the same as the oil or the.
And you're not gonna put it in a hot place, you're gonna put it in the coolest place.
The
Like
dark
all the
place.
herbs should be cool and dark.
Medicine cabinet. And I like using a measuring cup. It goes faster and you can barely control the drips. As long as it's a good measuring cup. There's some horrible ones out there. No matter how hard you try, they're gonna spill. Now, one warning, when you're doing it, don't touch them at all. They will burn you. This oil is extremely hot. You don't want to move them while they're cooling, because your center can collapse. I'm not worried about beauty tonight, but I make to sell, so you don't want to, like I done on that one, I should have stopped, oops, sorry. Yeah, you can take it on. I didn't think about that. If you know you don't have enough to fill the tin, add more to, that's if you're selling it. As for at home, it won't hurt a thing. You don't have to use tins. You can use the half jelly jars as well. They'll be fine. Now, you want to let them completely cool. Do not put the lids on until you can handle that tin, because another enemy is condensation. You do not want that to happen inside your tin.
How are you going to get this home?
It's going to be cool here in a little bit.
So it didn't ever boil, did it?
No.
It just melted the beeswax.
I don't know.
Is that-
We'll see.
Worst
Because
case-
if you did-
Worst case scenario, I think there's refrigerators over there.
That would be worthwhile. I like that idea.
If all else fails, up to a very high heat tolerance.
Oh, I guess we'll take it out to the car.
Now, forbid if you run out, see this one's already setting up on the edge. If you run out of jars or tins to put it in, take this part out of the hot water so it doesn't stay hot, let it cool, and then when you have enough to finish it up, do it. But you don't want to let it, you'll want to, once it's cooled down, you'll want to put a lid on it, but you want to put it up as soon as possible. It's easy cleanup, especially if you have a very flat, like icing knife. Just scrape it out of the measuring cup and put it in another container. And once you get it all scraped up, hot water, and it will just naturally melt away. I gotta get a knife, I'll scoop them apart, and they will dry cool perfectly. But that's how simple it is to make salve.
All right, so while you're waiting for that to cool, you can come up here if you like and make yourself some tea.
Nice. Make your smoothies compare if you've done the October or.
So what you're not doing is you're not.
If y'all wanna come look, this way you know What it's gonna look like when it starts to
You know, it's spiders that are headed out. This is not a good place to be. This is where I need to go. It's a miserable place. Basically, I love
Yeah, I can see it. You like green?
the skins are really small. Really don't want to let it brush them, but little soft. I'm usually very.
That was like, oh, the liquid, not a chemical.
No, that's a tablet of liquid.
It's like chew.
Get off. I still don't know what
That's what I was wondering about.
I don't, I tried to find one here, this one, the Memphis over on outside, possibility of I tried to find it without.
And then you strain it and
Put in a proper bottle.
you can add it, you can take horse rate, you can add it to tea, you can,
Testosterone.
I think a lot of people who do this is just take teaspoons just by itself. Or add it to tea or something.
Like an instrument.
Oh, there's something else.
Oh, this is the oil.
Oil in a minute.
Well, it's the same as the oil that you pour before adding, yeah. Before adding.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah, these ones help sap, well, you know, so many herbs look like herbs. But you know,
Oh, no, it's more that have you heard about the people or FDA wants everybody to register their garden. It don't matter, in ground, raised bed, grow bags, pots, they want everything.
So they can see
What we're going, we've been take whatever they want, they call it the people's garden. They want pictures, they want to know every plant we grow, vegetables, herbs, fruits, berries. And, and they're going to give you this one little sign to put in your front yard saying that you're part of the people's garden. And but you can see how fast it goes up. Now, it's still hot. It's gonna take just a little bit longer, but not too much longer. You start raining and then it starts cooling down and it lightens up and part of it is, another part because I don't need to be doing math at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm stressed out trying to put everything in a harvest because of an early frost that I had. 3 ounces of it was from Hermes, an ounce of it was from not very friendly lady that I traded, well, I didn't trade, I bought her, trading in the beef.
Absolutely super cool.
No, you can't, if it's, don't buy
I think they would be okay on it.
I don't like the thought of it having to bleach on it. I haven't
They mess
tried.
with it. Leave it alone.
We're doing so, sir, rubbing it a little bit.
When it's still hot. These
No, it was made that way.
I don't know what your water boils, but what's inside doesn't.
What I usually do is try to let the water It's already all beat up with like cows and it's fun, the old factory, round and water can evaporate out as I am old. Have a big pot that actually has either or low, not You don't have say about this top, and when I'm in the wall, I plant material, whatever plant material you're using,
Just think about it.
Yeah, 100 bucks. Either 100 or no, wait, there's one I can grab you on, there's one up there. It's a nerve cell, Reni knows totally different, because the valve is around any air and Once everybody sits back down, I'll talk about that, what I wanted to talk about.
So on the way back, I stopped at that and started real, and just had it sold up, right, sold up, I couldn't believe it.
I haven't had time. Or between working on YouTube channels and trying to get everything harvested because of the herb freeze. That's not what they want. And, tonight, workshop Saturday, I'm hoping that the president will do, we don't get things out. The market. But you can use it on bruises, inflammation, joint, pain, arthritis. A little bit along the way.
Right around belt, it's right over the boot, this like this, for the first time.
I'm thinking to talk about why I'm not going to end up on the website. Just 4 months. I'm gonna, when they get done, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let everybody, cause y'all got either tonight or in the morning to write your senator. Tell them about, Now, you heard about the garden. FDA set up a website where you can go to
I had 25 surgeries, this will be 26. So he took the
They have their own website on it. They have their own website. I also read this I talked about it on the YouTube. See me, I have code anything with code word. Then I actually, you didn't know that was you didn't know that was you had to say, that's messed up enough. We're not gonna give you a strike, but we took your video down. The one on the best one, it was a lip test. The other one they took down, was a baby one, old-fashioned baby one. It's death, it'll cause death if you have milk. I was raised on with a little molasses here. But I was passing on your wife, let them that could cause somebody to die. When they were showing video of this morning, and Alice,
And I saw some white jeans laying in the road.
He would tell me when in the main office, the main office, they had old wooden floors, and there were people who told me, they didn't have cameras back then, but back in the 50s, when I was born, that's when he started, and he worked inside, sorting the mail. And he sorted it first, before he went to the park. He was he sorted it inside first. Oh, did he? Okay. When he started, somebody sorted it and poured it. But he would tell me like they had like old drawers and people like they had like Dell Stewards and jewelry store stuff. Guys would like open up small things and they kind of put it in like a board that lit up. Everybody was gone with it. That small stuff they could carry out from one page to
Thank you so much.
Don't use there, so that came from the 25. So then he went out to started delivering now. He would walk, of course, everybody walked. He didn't have a little
Everyone, the salve is done. If you'd like to get your can of salve, and then I have something very, very important. Not that this wasn't important, I have something very important to talk about.
He stepped off that front steps one day, and Tracy, and a dog came through the door, and he slipped and broke his collar. Okay, anyway, so he had to switch, everything, and went inside.
You're welcome. This is what I love. My love of trying to heal as many people as I possibly can. You're welcome. More than happy to.
And that's not even on
I'm gonna let them make their tea, and then there's something really important I'd like to talk about. Because it's something that is trying to be pushed through Senate undetected, because you know how they do. If you follow government, you know, if something really crazy is going on over here, they're pushing a bill through. And yeah, this bill is going to be very harmful for a lot of people like me who try to heal the people. Who want you healed. Not here's a pill, you might feel better. Can y'all hear me? Okay, okay. Now, I'll set up the scenario. For 4 months I have tried to set up my products on my online website. Something kept coming up. Family needed help. I needed to go this way. Every time I tried, something came up. And finally I'm going, something's going on. Something is telling me to wake up, find out what's going on. Well, we have this wonderful bill. We have till the 31st to write your senator, or call, email. It'd be better either tonight or in the morning. Tell them to please vote no. What they're trying to pass through is anybody like me, small business, herbalist, we're not going to be allowed to do that no more. We're not going to be able to make none of that because we're going to have to go through the FDA. FDA is passing this. I'm going to have to register every single thing. There's only, in my tinctures, there's only 2 ingredients, the herb and the vodka. I'm going to have to pay for every single thing, every single jar, every single bottle. Pay the FDA to do testing of it. I'm going to have to go on this wonderful digital database. And if I don't go on this digital database, I can't go across state lines. I'm not going to be able to sell none of this online. I'm not going to be able to sell at craft fairs. They don't want us herbalists being able to sell our products. Now, I know there's a few out there, yes, there's a few, but this is geared towards big companies that can afford to have all the testing. I know my product's not going to hurt nobody, I take it. And there's no guarantee somebody, wouldn't be allergic to something, that's something none of us know. But anybody on Etsy is going to have to shut down their Etsy. Anybody on eBay, Amazon, any small herbalist company, well not company, but person trying to help others. It's my love to heal people. Well, my love for healing people is going to get squashed if we don't tell our senator to vote no on this bill. It's S4090. And it's going to be voted on either tomorrow or Monday. I don't know which day. We know how Senate plays. But if this does not get stopped, only way you will see that, I'm not going to even be able to put it out on display anywhere. This is the Herb Society. I'm not even going to be allowed, according to the FDA, to put it on the table. because it's not FDA approved. So I would greatly appreciate it, and implore y'all to please write, email, call. Sometimes miracles happen, but if they take out all those little people, and the only people that you can buy herbs through, and this also goes for dried herbs, herbal, any kind of herbal supplements. If you make your own, like turmeric capsules, you can't do that no more because you're not FDA certified. If you decide you want to make a tincture, you're not allowed to no more. You're not FDA certified. And if you're not FDA certified, you can't make it for yourself. It's a lot of stuff happening in this world, y'all. We've got to pay attention because they don't want us healing ourselves. They want us to take big pharma. This will heal you. Big pharma drags you along, making you feel like you're getting better, but you're not. Because if they heal you, they've lost a customer. I want you healed. If I sell you one bottle and you get well, you know what? I done my job. So what if I don't sell another bottle? I know I done my job. Because I want people well. But please, please make sure that you write, email, call your senator and tell them to vote no on this S-4090. It's very important. Because I'm going to be out of business. She's going to be out of business. Even if it's one person making one kind of tincture, unless they can afford to pay for every 10 of that salve or bottle of tincture, pay FDA to test it, labs, we're talking about thousands of dollars. Me, with everything that I make, it's going to be way on up there. I can't afford that. I shouldn't have to. But I thank y'all so very much for listening to me, because it hurts me when they want to take our rights to heal ourselves away. Every plant on this earth, one way or another, is put here to heal us. And that's what our ancestors done, and they are still trying to squash the dreams of our ancestors of passing on information to us. I hope y'all have enjoyed tonight, enjoyed the tea. I hope everybody got their salve, and thank y'all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have a question about, how would you use a tincture?
Tincture, all right, now if you look on the bottle, first off you gotta know you don't have a problem with alcohol. If you don't have a problem with alcohol, each bottle tells you the exact dosage amount. And what you can do, if it's like 1 dropper full, you can turn it. What I do is I just take a dropper full, roll it around in my mouth for a while, because that's what absorbs the most. Then I swallow. Or if it's too rough for you, you can take it in a glass, 8-ounce glass or 6-ounce glass of juice. Some tell you in your hot tea. Here's where I have a problem with it. In the tinctures, in the alcohol, is trapped the medicinal parts of the plant. When alcohol hits hot liquid, it evaporates. So there's a good chance you just lost your medicinal benefits from it evaporating out. Now, of course, now, with what I use, it's half, like 100 proof vodka. It's 50% alcohol, 50% water. The water won't go anywhere, but a lot of your most medicinal benefits is trapped in alcohol. So if you put it in hot tea, it's going to evaporate. But either you can do it in orange juice, apple juice. Now if you drink cool tea, you can do it in that. Or, yeah, just straight do it to the dropper. Any other questions? I also also want to say I do have a YouTube channel where I teach you how, well for now, teach you how to make tinctures. And I have a very long playlist, different playlists. Teach you how to make salves, infused oils, tinctures, go wild foraging, organic garden, build your own raised beds out of recycled material, and the list is longer. It is old ways, gardening, and prepping.
Is it cornbread?
Huh?
The cakes are under.
Yeah, the whole cake, yeah.
That was one of the first.
It's under, if I remember right, it's under the playlist of Southern Cooking My Way.
Yeah.
Yep, I make the whole cakes, the cornbread mix, and I mix, and y'all are lucky, I don't give my cornbread recipe out. I haven't shared my cornbread recipe in 35 years. I finally let it go. I'm like, going to just let them have it. Too many people want to know how to make the goldenrod hoe cake. But on that one video, I teach you how to make goldenrod hoe cakes, amaranth hoe cakes. They've come out with a wonderful pecan and also ground walnut flours. How to mix that into your cornbread mix too. Old ways, gardening, and prepping.
It's on the back of your handout.
Yeah. And I believe in teaching people as much as possible.
And if you're interested in any tinctures or salves, there's some over there. And elderberry syrup.
Good evening, everyone. And as you can tell, I'm not at the Botanic Garden anymore. We had to hurry up and pack up and get out of there before they locked the gates on us. Or we would have been, camping overnight in the Botanic Garden. Not that it's a bad thing, but, that might be frowned upon. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, being honored to stand up there and teach everyone about the amazing goldenrod. I absolutely love goldenrod, and it's so misunderstood. And hopefully tonight at the meeting and during the workshop that we shed a whole lot of light on the beauty of goldenrod. It was an honor to see so many people so happy to drink the tea and come back for seconds and thirds. That's just wonderful. And to watch people over beside me sifting the goldenrod so they could take their own goldenrod home to make tea, and how thankful they were to have the salve. I enjoyed myself so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video as well. It was a true honor and a blessing to be able to do that workshop. It truly was. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as I can. Everyone, take care, stay safe and sound, continue to stock your pantries, and stay positive. We're in this together, y'all. Heal thyself from the plants that we are blessed with upon this earth. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Take care, and I'll see y'all soon.